Hello and welcome to part 3 in the series, this guide to writing a brief. Please go back and listen to and watch episodes 1 and 2. You can still download the guide from my website www.msdc.co.uk and follow through with me as I talk through the different questions. Previous episodes we have covered questions 1 to 6. And we're now on to understanding your competition and what it is you actually need to create. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. So moving on to your competitors. Now, knowing your market, if you've been running for 20 years, I expect you know it very well, and there's lots of sob stories, and there's probably lots of reasons why you don't do certain things, and but you know, the whole way of marketing your business has changed. Marketing to individuals all the time. You're rarely marketing to a company. You're trying to drag a CEO out of a large company sometimes to read a piece of your literature. So you have to know how to communicate with those competitors, your customers, and know how your competitors are doing it. And you know, maybe they're doing something really well, and maybe we need to do something even better than them. And that could be the difference that makes the difference. Is that fair enough, they might have a 100-strong sales team, but you know, if you can't afford that, how do you make yourself look like you've got a 100-strong sales team? How do we make it feel like you're dealing with a company of that size? I mean, it's not smoke and mirrors, but it's about putting across that brand, having the confidence to deliver the project that you're being asked to work on. So the final part of the document is to define the brief. So this is what asking the person you are commissioning to do. So is that thinking about, as we've said already, a branding, a website, your extension, your name of your business? What is it? What is the thinking space that we need to be working in? What are the limitations? Do you already have stuff in place already? And to back that up, it can help also having an idea of things that you like, things that you've maybe found, other websites or businesses that you think are doing very interesting work, marketing that you may have seen, shops you've been in, objects that you own. It's interesting where inspiration comes from, and it can come from very obscure places. It's making those connections is what builds a great concept, is the ability to see things slightly differently. You know, so what we're looking for is other things that also inspire you. Question 9, what's your budget? How much are you willing to put towards this project? What are you prepared to invest in your marketing? What are you prepared to invest? Understanding the financial commitment, understanding the finances can help with marketing, because we all know what we've got to achieve. So the final question really is around a deadline. When does this need to be completed by? When's the best time to launch this new venture? When are you going to need this by? Timings have to be realistic, but by writing them down, we all know where we stand. So these questions in this brief, there are only 10 questions. I know they're broken into A, B's, and some C's, but they are all there not to trip you up, but just to provoke some thought and some thinking. And hopefully some of those questions are different to the way you may have read about them before. Really helpful when you're defining a brief to anyone, an architect, a designer, a web designer, building a marketing plan, communicating it to someone else that you want to help. Getting it out of your head is the biggest issue. Getting your problem into someone else's head so they can try and solve it for you. That's all this is trying to do. Now, if you are going to my website, msdc.co.uk, and you do want to download this, please do fill it in, and you know, I'm happy to have a look at it. I'm happy to review it with you. There's no obligation. I love meeting new people, interesting projects and startups to large businesses. I mean, I welcome the communication. I think that sums up this document. I hope you found that useful. and please fill it in. And there is actually a link to an online version, which I will put in the bottom of the YouTube comments area.